be like, damn, slow down. I know you see it clean, adjusting her crown. She been knocked down, but she never stayed down. She be living life like it's her playground. And they be like, damn, slow down. They can't catch us, she be moving too fast.
Oh crap, y'all. I'm just talking. I didn't even okay. Can y'all hear me now? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Y'all are tuned into All the Way Home with Audrey. Today is Monday, September 12th. I hope y'all having a glorious Monday. Baby. It was live this weekend. So we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna wait for a few more minutes for some people to get in. Um but yes, y'all, please make sure that y'all like the live on your way in and subscribe if you have not. This is going to carry y'all all the way home from work. We know how it is. You just now getting off work. You've been missing all the tea, all the action because you've been working hard. You've been working hard. So I'm here to talk about some things and, catch up. I did miss Friday, so I'm so sorry, y'all. My kids wanted ice cream. So once we did that, y'all, I kid y'all not, I'm not even being funny. I locked myself out of my computer. So like my MacBook was disabled because I kept typing in the wrong password. Like the first time I knew I screwed up when it's like 1 minute, and y'all know how you can't, if you get it wrong again, then it goes to like 5 minutes. It was just too much. So by the time I got in there, my friend was live, so I checked in her live, and after that I was sleepy, so I just did not go live. But y'all, it's been too much going on since Thursday to now. I truly do not understand what's wrong with the people of Beyonce's internet, but I hope she helps them get it together. Hey, Broken. Hey, HB. Hey, Kiva. Hey, Tracy. I hope you guys, like I said, is having a great start to y'all week. People never like Mondays, but I feel like Mondays are cool, setting the tone for the week. I really tried to do some work today. But yeah, I know my title, I meant to change it because originally I was going to talk about Peach McIntyre. I'm not sure if too many people watch her, but I was going to talk about her situation because, baby, she has been on the internet. She's always on the internet, of course, but this weekend in particular, she has done way too much. And I do have some opinions about it. But then after I thought about it, I was like, hell, I don't even care. I try not to do commentary on YouTubers because one, they can't handle it. They always got something to complain about. Say you bullying them, say you judging them. Like I can't deal with that. So that's why I really don't even cover YouTubers because it's not worth the headache. But I will add my tidbit on what I think about the situation or what her behavior is. But we're not gonna talk about her for too long at all. I don't know why I titled it that, But hey, AK. Hey Denise, hey K Bond. So is anyone familiar with Peach McIntyre? Did anyone see Peach? Yes, so Broken Dior. That's exactly why I was gonna go live. I watched it, went to sleep, and baby, she woke up on the same time this morning. She woke up on the same time, and I'm just like, what the Hey Brina, hey Vicky. So it's just a lot. Like, so for those who don't know, I'll just start off here with Peach, and then we'll just go on to whatever else I wanted to talk about. Because I do want to talk about JT. Y'all know, one half of the City Girl. She's killing it right now, so I do want to give her flowers. I want to talk about Nicki Minaj. I want to talk about Cardi B. Little Kim, 50 Cent. Like, it's just so much. And I also wanted to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we'll just start. Denise said, I just seen her community post and now I'm intrigued. Okay, so for those who don't know, Peach McIntyre is a content creator here on YouTube. She's also on TikTok and Facebook as well, and probably Instagram. I'm not too familiar with what she may do on Instagram, but on TikTok, of course, she posts TikToks. I don't know if she goes live on there. I don't really watch people's lives on TikToks. But I know on Facebook, she does similar to what she does on YouTube. So post videos, go lives, and make statuses or community posts. And Peach really grew like rapidly on YouTube. She hasn't had her YouTube channel for more than 2 years, and she's already over 200,000 subscribers. She just actually hit 200,000 last week, and I think earlier when I was looking at her page, she was at 207. So kudos to her. Congrats. She is killing the online content creator thing as far as what works for her. So when she first started, she was, and I've been watching her this whole time. If y'all know I'm a very silent supporter, but I do watch people, a lot of people. I like the videos. I rarely ever comment on too many things. I do try to share videos that I do find intriguing, like that are in the same type of niche as me. So I do share a few people, but I've always been a silent supporter of her. And so when she first started, she was making, and mind you, this was in the right before y'all know the panorama happened. So she was making mommy of five content videos. She was a single mother. This is what she was saying. She was a single mother. She was living in the projects and she was on food stamps. So she had a different type of thing about her on YouTube. She was not necessarily like a mommy vlogger. If you guys are familiar with that, if y'all are familiar with that sector. So she did not vlog like, hey, this is a get ready with me. She would more so like go there and show you guys how you get it with little to no income. And gradually, or not even gradually, but rapidly, we saw her bag grow and we saw her learn how to get it with a large income. So over the course of these 2 years, she has gotten a lot of critics because she has started doing online webinars where she's teaching people how to be monetized, and people had some criticism about that. But it wasn't until recently that I feel, in my opinion, she has gotten off of her niche and she has gotten out of her bag. And this is the main reason why I wanted to talk about it. So I titled this Peach McIntyre's life was not peachy. So we all know that she she used to do low income living as well. So we do know that everybody has a story, and I'm not here to say whose life was harder than the next. That's not my intention. But her story was something that inspires a lot of people. The main reason being because so many people counted her out and she has beat the odds. Now, I'm not saying that she's out here writing world bestsellers or anything like that. But what I mean is she is a mother of five. She is a single woman. She comes from poverty. You know, this is the whitewashing of it. This is how I'm dumbing it down. She comes from poverty and now she is on YouTube and she is a six figure in her own. This is her own admittance. She's a six-figure content creator. So with the six figures, she has now been able to, but right in front of our eyes, go from Section 8 and food stamps to buying cars cash, making sure that her children go on very nice vacations. She is doing large hauls of grocery shopping that she's paying for with herself. She's stocking her pantry. So, when you look at that for face value, that is like, wow, that's really cool. Like you got yourself up out of that. But the reason why I say that she has gotten out of her bag is because she has fallen completely off of content and she has admitted this herself. So where we used to see her videos where she used to like take us along with her, she is no longer really doing that, in my opinion. Like she sprinkles it in here and there, but if you look at her page, it's mainly just lives. Her live stream, she is not making thumbnails. She is just making the same face. A lot of them, she don't even title anything different. They just say, hey, Peach Patch. And then if she's doing the like reels or short form content where they're shorts or reels, she's using a very vulgar song about her husband, talk about his pipe game down there. And it's just real crazy. Now, I know that she probably has fallen off because, like I said, she's gotten a lot of scrutiny. But in my opinion, seeing her content for what it has become is no longer entertaining to me. It's no longer something that I'm like, wow, she really didn't beat the odds. In my opinion, she didn't fold it. This is just my opinion, y'all, because she's now being sloppy with her content. Now, yes, her page is growing, but her page is growing because of drama. So this past weekend, or so a few months ago, she has been having constant drama with her husband. And as a married woman myself, I am not here to dissect her marriage. I'm not going to do that. I don't care enough. Like, I got to mind my own marriage to make sure I make it right. So I don't really care. So she has taken us along this roller coaster. One time she was going to get a divorce, then the next minute she didn't. She cut off all her hair on a short video. Then just a few days later she was back with them, and a lot of her subscribers have told her, like, girl, like, leave your man or stop talking to us about this. So a lot of times she goes off on her viewers for their opinions, even though she's dragging them along with every step of the way, even if it's going back and forth, which it is. But so she gets mad at the responses that she gets. Well, fast forward to this weekend, because like I said, I really don't care about her and her husband. I mean that in the nicest way possible. I just truly don't care. This past weekend, she goes on her community tab and she makes a post about her relationship with her mother. So it first started off where she was talking about someone on Facebook, a young girl, making a post about how she no longer can work full time because she wants to focus on school, but her mom wants her to work full time so she can continue to help with bills. And Peach goes on to say how basically it triggered her because she too was in a similar situation. Her mom not only was on Section 8 and had a husband, but was so upset with her one day when she told her that she quit KFC after she helped pays everything, and her mom leaves her with only $100, and she had to pay for her own hair, her own prom dress, you name it. So when she made the post, under that, there was a lot of people that was disrespecting her mother, like, your mother's wrong, your mother this, that, and the third. And then there was a community of people that went against it, like, girl, why are you on here talking about your mama? Like, you were, doing too much. Now, for me, I wasn't too alarmed with the post because if you guys have watched Peach, like I have watched Peach, I am familiar with that her and her mother has a very weird back and forth relationship. Like, y'all, like, she does this a lot. She does. I'm not even joking with y'all. She has came on live, and I think she even, like, last night she even unprivated one of her lives from years ago where she was talking about her mama. So I was not shocked. I do get a little confused following Peach, and this is why I think a lot of people call her a liar, because as someone that has watched her for a long time, I get confused with the things that she says, because in one breath, like, I remember on Christmas or around Christmas time, she had did a haul because her mom, for Christmas, she was going shopping for her mom to get her a TV. And she was like, the reason why I want to get my mom this TV is because she used to always buy my kids presents when I didn't have money. She would take care of all the kids' Christmases. So I'm like, oh my God, that's great. Like, even though you and your mom have those differences, here you are. She makes sure that she takes care of her grandchildren when you're lacking, because in Peach on admittance, they didn't have a lot. They was dealing with very little before she started YouTube. So she was saying that her mom would go all out for her kids, 5 children, for Christmas. So this year or last year, she wanted to repay her. Okay, cool. Now fast forward, she goes live last night because, of course, she's getting a lot of feedback. Some people are calling her a liar. Some people are saying this and that and the third. So she wanted to clear it up. And in this live, she basically was saying how her mom called her fat bees growing up, used to make her bathe in her mother's dirty bath water. So her mom would take a bath first, and then she would have to take a bath in the same dirty water. And she eventually called her mom a bitch. And she basically was just like, she hates her family. She was the black sheep, and she doesn't care anybody, how anyone feels. And like I said in the beginning, it's not for me to pick apart her and her mom's relationship. As a viewer, I do get confused. So I do see both sides of the coin. I see why people tell her that she's wrong, and I see why people actually commend her for stepping away from her relationship with her mom. But then, so after last night, it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Then after last night, she goes and she continues on her community status, and she then says that her husband basically ain't shit either, and she sticks with him because of her childhood, and that, she just hates it here. And to make my opinion shorter, because I feel like I've spent 14 minutes talking on something that just is not entertaining, but in my opinion, Peach comes out, and like a lot of other content creators, and she is on the internet every day, y'all, all day long. Like, if y'all watch Peach, y'all know that she has some device and some live going, and if she's not on live, she is on her community tab. And if she's on her community tab, then she may be posting or recording to post a short or a reel. Peach needs to step the hell away from the internet. And the main reason why is because she is getting unfocused from her bag. And I feel like she is going to do damage that she cannot return from. A lot of people may not like her content. A lot of people may love her content, but for her to be a content creator that makes classes and tells people what works to grow their channel, then I feel like, in my opinion, she should know that she's doing damage. She is in 1 minute telling people way too much information, and then in the next lashing out and literally verbally abusing her audience because they're giving her advice that she does not want. And granted, okay, she does not want it, but people feel a sense of entitlement to give it to you when you're opening up about these situations. Now, she did already say that she was going to book some counseling sessions or some therapy sessions. And how do we know this? Because she is still on her community tab, screenshotting how much therapy costs, what she's going to do. Now she's asking her audience the pros and cons of therapy. And it's like, Peach, if you're going to do all this and then in a week yell at your audience, call them broke, call them bitter, call them stupid, say they in your business, just stop while you ahead. Just stop. Just stop. My heart goes out to her because if she had this hard life with her mom, it's not right. No child deserves to deal with that. But as a mother of now 6, because she does have 6 children, I pray that she does find peace so she can be a better parent to her mom. Period. Better mom to her children, not a better mom, but a better mom to her children, because even though she may not yell at her kids, she may not cuss out her kids, she has now already admitted that her husband basically does not treat her right, and she accepts it because of her lack of love growing up. And then she also speaks about her back and forth relationship with her mom. And the one thing that is there is actually the children. They are witnessing this, whether they see her arguing or they see her crying. Neither one of it is healthy. And with us being viewers, with us being able to see the I don't even know what to call it, but the heaviness of it, I know that her children can feel that and see that. So I do hope that she gets it together. And I do feel like um what she's going through is far too common. It is far too common. A lot of people are not brave enough to talk about their relationship with their parents, whether it's their mom or dad. But I'm not here to say that it was right. It did catch me off guard with hearing her call her mom a bitch. But hey, if her mom called her a bitch growing up, she feels like it's fair game. So I guess I do want to ask you guys, what are y'all thoughts about, because I have 35 people in here. Make sure y'all are liking the live. But what are y'all thoughts about the situation with Peach? And not even just the situation with Peach. Can you relate? Because I'm going to be honest, if you guys are anywhere on social media, a lot of people come forth and they talk about their tumultuous upbringing and their childhood and how they feel about X, Y, and Z. But I feel like it's dead when you don't put no action behind it to be a better person. Talking about it the first time is cool. And this is why I really made the community status. The first time Peach started to vent about her upbringing and her childhood, it was cool. Like, I was like, okay, I understand a little bit more about her. But then after a while, it really became trauma bonding. It really became a bunch of people like, I can relate. But you can relate. But what did you do about it? What did you do? Like, how did you grow from this? How did you become a better person? Are you still sitting here crying about it today? Because yeah, while you cannot control your mom's actions or whoever the person is doing you bad, you can control your reaction to it, and you can control your environment to be a better person. So it's like, Peach, you now have she said that she's made $1 million off of YouTube, which is cool. That's amazing. But she now has made $1 million, and with you now have made $1 million, I feel like this is why we always have that saying up, money does not make you happy. Money does not buy you happiness. Some of the most saddest, sickest people are financially stable. And look at Peach. She is a very sad woman who's clearly at her breaking point, because y'all, if y'all watch her, it is literally a shit show, and it has been going on for months. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm teetering on that unsubscribe button, because it's like, girl, you losing me. You are losing me. It's kind of hard to watch your elevation when you going back telling us about, you and your husband breaking up, then you yelling at us, then you're making a very vulgar song, and we telling you we don't really want to hear about your husband's magic stick. Now you and your mama arguing. Like, it's too much. It's too much. Get back into the content, get out your feelings and get in your bag. That's what you said, Peach. That's like literally, y'all, if y'all watch Peach, that is her slogan. Get out your feelings and get out your bag. But every video on your channel, you're in your feelings. It's too much. It's not even inspiring anymore. And I hope that she hears this, or someone, whoever hears this, does not take what I'm saying as like a diss to her. It's more so, get out your feelings and get in your bag if you're going to do it. Because if you don't, your bag is going to be eliminated because people are kind of over it. Now, like I said, she may not see it, or people may not see it because her subscribers are growing, but we know drama sells, but it's only a short ride when you stuck in that drama. You got to either stay in that lane, or you got to quickly get off that bus and straighten out your content. Because if not, like I said, she's going to fall off, or she's going to continuously have to be in that lane. Hey, India. Hey, Pure. Broken said, in my opinion, Peach and her mom has tried to work on their relationship. Peach has suppressed the abuse from her child. Yeah, she definitely has to heal her inner child. And like I said, she's trauma bonding with a lot of her viewers because we also all have our own inner childs that may have to be healed or still being healed. So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. But the things that she has said, and done, is still, like I said, it may cause irreparable damage to her channel. People may be gone and not come back. Because like I let people who do reactions on her, I let it ride, because you can tell people who've been watching her or people who just started watching her and form these opinions for reaction purposes. Me, I actually have been watching her, so I do know a little bit more, or I know some of the things that she says, and I'm not going to call her a liar. I'm just going to say that she is all over the place, and it does confuse people. And her mom's relationship, hey, baby, I don't think if I was in her shoes, I don't think that I would be cool with my mom either, but I definitely would not be on the internet doing this. I think when you are healing your inner child, you can't be around the person that harmed you, even if it's a parent. Absolutely. Like, you can't heal in the environment that broke you, period, that hurt you. You just can't heal in those environments. And I feel like it's important to cut anybody that's not serving you off. So I'm not here to say that she's wrong for wanting to cut her mother off. She is perfectly within her right. She is perfectly within her right to speak her truth. Her mom actually did do a video yesterday, and she basically said, y'all can judge me all you want. I'm not going to bash my daughter on here. I still love my daughter. That's my child. Y'all can talk, say what y'all want to say, but it is what it is. And her approach, in my opinion, was given very much so Black mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't gonna admit to nothing. She's not gonna say she didn't do nothing. She's not gonna say sorry. She's not gonna give you what you want to hear. Shit, she probably believes in the code of what goes on in my house stays in my house. And Peach don't have to follow that code, but Peach ain't healing from this that she's doing. Whatever you call this ain't healing. So while it may appear that she's speaking her truth and she's letting it out, y'all, this is not the first time that she's done this. This is not the second, the third, fourth. Like, literally for 2 years, she has done this. So at what point does it go from speaking your truth to, hey, let me go ahead and figure out a solution to make me have a better life? Because I'm not going to keep talking about this same, I'm the black sheep, I'm the black sheep. Like, God got more in store for me once I get myself together. Because while she's elevated, she's made $1 million, y'all. She's made $1 million. She is still brought to her knees in tears about something that should not be even breaking her no more. Her mom treating her like that, baby, it's going to be hard to get over, but it's time to work on that and start figuring out what you can do to live a better life. I think Peach stated that something recently happened with her mom. So, Broken, she says that her and her mom always fall out. And it is true, because just a few months ago, when her mom was on her channel in the content house cooking the macaroni and cheese, Peach is like 34 or 35, India. When her mom was cooking for her in the content house, right? They had just started back talking. The reason why they just started back talking is because Peach was in Puerto Rico and she was like, "Yeah, I was just telling Daddy that this is how she talked. Yeah, I was just telling Daddy that I think I'm gonna get back cool with my parents. I miss them because Wood is always out with his family and she wishes that she has that." Which, y'all, that is a true feeling. I too can attest to that. I do not have a big family at all. So when I first started dating my husband, I used to get so jealous, so jealous because I wish I had that. But then I started to realize, like, damn, I do have that now. God has blessed me with a husband that has an amazing relationship, y'all. Like, I know I'm getting off course, but let me just tell this tidbit. So if y'all know me, y'all been following me for a while. I did not grow up with my mother. My father was a single father who raised me with the help of his parents, my grandmother and grandfather, right? So when I see these Facebook statuses of people that had that little picture of the little short lashes, and they be like, my mama came in here and told me to put these on her. Y'all, my mother-in-law just called me on Friday and she was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I'm working." She's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I got somewhere to be. Can you put my lashes on?" Y'all, I was too geeked. I was like, "Oh my God, I finally get to have this moment." Like, I never had that ever. Like, my mom and me, we don't have a relationship. So it's like, oh my God, I married someone. I have two mother-in-laws. My husband was so blessed. He has a mom and he has a stepmom. He has a dad and a stepdad. So his parents got remarried to new people. So I say all this to say, like, it's those little things that you can count as a blessing. So while as for Peach, she only accounts one thing as her blessing, y'all. And I feel like that's the reason why God is teaching her lessons that she needs to fix. She only talks about her money, y'all. She only talks about her money. And that is gluttony at its finest. Like, you can say what you want, but it is. And I'm not saying that she should not be proud of her accomplishments, but when she looks back on her life, if she's in a healthy relationship or she's growing to be in a healthy marriage, her children are healthy, her husband has a family, why not grow to the things that serve you versus the things that are destroying you, basically? Like, if her mom is not serving a purpose in her life and her husband is not, why are you even entertaining that shit? Go chase the things that you should be working on. And that's that starts with, inside. I go to therapy, so I'm not gonna knock her and say I have all the answers. I'm not. But seeing her post definitely triggered me, and I can only imagine her other subscribers, because it's just too much. It is just too much. Yeah, she said that she paid her mother $1,000 to cook, Broken. So back to that, when she was in the content house and her mom was cooking for her, I'm not sure if you guys missed it, but they were arguing about why they had stopped talking. And Peach was basically saying that she stopped talking to her mom, or her mom stopped talking to her because Peach bought her stepdad a car. But she bought her stepdad a car because she she wanted to show her appreciation. She loved him and all the things that she did. And her mom was jealous, y'all. Listen to this. Her mom was jealous because she wanted a car. And Peach like, I never told you I was going to get a car. So they had not been talking for a couple months, but Peach reached back out to her mom and they had then started back talking. And that's when Peach paid her mom to come on her channel and cook. Now, cool, now they back falling back out. So this is a continuous thing. And who's to say who's the toxic one? Her mom, being the mom, should be better, because I don't believe in that whole my children need to come to me. The phone worked two ways. You gave birth to me, you should reach out to me just as much. Like, my dad was not the perfect dad, but he was a single father. He did not have all the answers. And now that I'm a parent, I do give my dad certain grace because now I get it. Those sayings where they say, like, you gonna get it when you get older, you're gonna get it when you have children, it's so freaking true. Like, the things that I used to cannot stand my dad for, I now do it. So I'm like, oh my God, I tell my dad all the time, I'm like, Dad, like, that's crazy. And my dad has 4 children and I'm the second oldest. So, the things that I see him do with my other siblings, or how he disciplines them, or how he talks to them, and he calls me and we talk about it, or things of that nature, I always tell him, like, dang, it's a certain line I won't cross because you raised me, and you did it on your own. So I know that you ain't gonna have all the answers, because I have 2 children now, y'all, and a lot of times I'm speechless. I do have to call on God, or I do have to ask my husband for help. Like, dang, what should we do? What should we do? So I'm not saying that Peach should give her mom unlimited amount of grace, especially if her mom was calling her bitches and stuff like that. But I do feel like she does need to figure out what her triggers are so then she can just be a better person. That's my tidbit on it for Peach. Like, I know I didn't say I was gonna be on it long, but that situation is very touchy. It's very hard to know what you're gonna do when you're in that situation. But I would say, Peach, just stop before you heard it. 1 second, child. My baby came to my office. Oh, never mind. And I'm sorry if y'all hear them in the background. They down here playing with the dog. So yeah, it's too much. Oh, Dream with Bring said she posted earlier today. Her husband is a perfect excuse of a man. Now she just posted, "Would please don't leave me." I think she's just spiraling, y'all. I really do, because she has not gotten off the internet. A few months ago, when she was supposed to be getting this divorce, she didn't get off the internet. When she cut off her hair, she didn't get off the internet. Y'all, it's just too much. Like, when do you get off the internet? And I feel like I say this all the time. If y'all watch me, there are so many content creators that are addicted to this internet, but the internet definitely gives you different spirits that can take over you. Because I know me, I had to get out of the algorithm. For some reason, my TikTok went to a very dark place. I don't know how I got on that algorithm, but it was so many people sharing their stories, and it was making me so sad. Then it was people that were sharing their traumatic birthing experiences, and that was making me sad. So I'm like, even though the internet can make you laugh, like, you can find some of the funniest videos, the slap your knee, bring you, make you cry. You can go on and literally be in tears off of some shit you don't know. Like, I don't even know these people, and I'm over here crying with them. It's a very dark place. And with Peach, she did bring hope. Like I said earlier, she brought hope to a lot of people who felt like they couldn't make it out of the projects. They couldn't do it. She was showing, like, pick up a camera, just do it. Pick up your phone and just do it. But now she has literally spiraled. Yes, AK, she posted that she's going to therapy, but the red flag for me was, she then was like, this $320 better be worth it. Then she was like, what is the pros and cons of therapy? And it's like, get the hell off. Just call someone, get a consultation. Get a consultation. We can't help you on here no more. We can't. She does have friends. I'm not sure. She said that her family just uses her. Like, when she cut off her hair, she said that her brother and sister came to cheer her up, y'all. She was like, my brother and sister came to cheer me up because her and her husband was going through it, and she cut off her hair. She then, in the next video, was like, yeah, my brother only came out with me because today is payday. I'm like, girl, god damn it. God damn it. And her best friend is a teacher. So it's like, she maybe not feel like she can relate to her best friend because her best friend does not do social media. And maybe, I don't know. And at this part, I'm getting out of my opinion, just speculating, but I don't know. I don't know who she has to talk to, but I feel like a licensed therapist would be the one. This is really, really crazy. Like, something needs to happen. She definitely needs to take a break and get it together. She does. She definitely does. She always talks about money, but now she is seeing money can't fix everything. Money can't. And that's not just a problem that she has. That's a problem that everybody has. Because, hell, when I'm sad, baby, money can buy me a Snickers or some Starbucks. But I really had to, when I made that decision to go to therapy, it was because my grandpa had passed away. And I was just sad, y'all. Like, everything was just making me sad. Like, I missed my grandpa. But then I started to, like, self-reflect on who I was. Like, who is Audrey? And like, I deal with a lot of other things, right? So, like, because I don't have my mom in my life, I deal with, like, abandonment issues, and I even deal with affectionate issues. So, like, my husband's family, they are so touchy, y'all. I swear to God, they will hunt you down for a hug. Like, and they get mad at me because, baby, I will avoid it. I'll be like in a corner, like, I don't really want to hug. And they will find you and give you a hug. And it wasn't until I had children and they want to hug, they want to kiss, they want to cuddle. And I found myself not feeling comfortable in doing that for them, and I did not know why. So I was like, you know what? I have to figure this out. Like, why the hell don't I like hugging? Why don't I? Why am I like this? Like, why am I this way? And I started therapy, and ever since I started therapy, I feel so much better because first of all, it's all in the therapist that you get. It is hard to find one that fits you. Like, do not listen to the people that be like, just go to therapy. Baby, it's not gonna be the first therapist that works for you, the second or the third. Like, you really have to go through them because it's who works for you. So like, yeah, my therapist talks to me the way I talk. She's not prim and proper. Now she is, of course, proper and well spoken, but she talks to me in my language. So she may cuss and like, oh hell no, oh hell, cut that ass off. Like, this is how she talks. And I felt comfortable with that mainly because that's how I talk, right? I didn't want someone to be like, what do you think? So once I found her, I I started to talk to her, but it was like putting training wheels on a bike, and I was learning how to ride a bike again. So yeah, I already knew how to ride it. I already knew how to live life, but I just needed some things, and I needed to figure out why. And I found out I was parentified, which means basically I never got to be a child. I always had to be the role of a parent. And when I figured that out, that's when a lot of things started to make sense. She broke down what parentified is, and maybe Peach is this. I don't know, but when she broke it down, I was able to really evaluate my life, y'all. Because before, I would not sleep, y'all. I have an obsession with making sure bills is paid. I have an obsession with making sure I have money because I grew up with some things that is gonna mark me forever, and I could not figure out why. Like, I just can't take a break. Even my husband, like, you need to chill. So once I started to figure that out and my therapist started to help me, I really can see a shift in my life. And that's the main reason why I know to take a break. Like, on Friday, I wanted to go live, but then I heard my body say I was tired. So I didn't go live. I did not go live. And I feel like for certain content creators, they just cannot turn it off. It's a high. It's a high for them. It's a rush, and they get a cash out for it. What does this say? Peach is looking for a mother's love. I get it, but she may not get the love from her mom she needs. She has to take time to work on herself. Her relationship with her mom may or may not. I definitely agree, Broken. And that's just with any relationship. She has to accept her mom for who she is. But once she accepts her, that does not mean that she needs to be around her mom. Period. But she should stop expecting more from her mom because her mom does not appear that she's going to change. Yes, it may take a while for you to find the right therapist. Yes, it's not a one time you get lucky. And I don't agree with oh, my friend goes here. A lot of therapists will tell you you're not even no, don't recommend me to your closest friend, your mama, your sister, unless it's like a family therapist. They have to find one that works for them. Everybody is different, especially when you want to take that veil off and you really want to like expose who you are so you can get the right help that you need. Yeah, you need to go to someone that you are absolutely comfortable with. And it's not gonna be the first time, baby. Baby, my therapist got on me and was like, we need to unpack these issues. I was like, now wait a minute, baby. Trey, do you hear me? I'm like, those TikToks where it's like that person looking at you, you just looking at them. That's me every time. Well, when I was trying to find a therapist, I'm looking, they looking like, shit. So what's up? Like, what do you think? So I just felt it out until I found the right one. Some therapy helped me learn to rest as well. Yes, I swear, like, I have to turn it off. And then I started, last night was my first night drinking cherry tart tart cherry juice, thanks to TikTok. I really tried it and it worked. Or not, yeah. So I started therapy young, like 16, 17, due to sickle cell and depression it causes. But I can say it did help a lot. I didn't even realize that you should. Exactly, Laura. I absolutely agree. And when I was younger, my dad did put us in therapy because of our issues with our mom and just a lot of things. And I felt like it worked then too, but of course it was a different type of work. I was not a woman then. I didn't understand the questions that I was being asked. I didn't find fulfillment in, just talking to someone. But now that I'm grown, baby, therapy is very individualized. Got to find the right one. I definitely agree. I'm so happy that people are being so honest in here because a lot of people just say go to therapy, but they do not tell you that it can take a while. So like me telling Peach to go to therapy, this first person may not work for her. And that is a lot of times why people get turned off. It's like, therapy doesn't work. It ain't for me. No, that person was not for you, but keep trying. It's okay to talk to someone when things are bothering. Hell, to put things into perspective, sometimes friends and family can do it. I definitely had to sort through things out for therapy. I definitely agree. I never find fulfillment in talking about my feelings to people. I'm gonna be completely honest. Even my bestest friends, they will tell y'all, and these have been my best friends since elementary school. They don't. I don't call them when I'm sad. I just don't, and I'm just not used to that. Not that I don't trust them or I can't confide in them. I definitely think that they will answer if I call, but I need someone that's gonna help me. And for a long time, I didn't know what that meant until I got into therapy. Once I got distance from my mom, we were able to fix a lot of our problems with boundaries and stuff. I love that for you, Jazz. You think you ready? You want to try therapy? I say try it. I say try it, but it's, go in and find someone that works for you. And a lot of times it's all the questions that you ask, like, are you a therapist that talk back? Are you like, what's your availability? Like for me, it was important that I knew that I was talking to someone that grew up like me, not someone that grew up well to do, could not relate, because I do feel like people who grow up in maybe broken homes, lower income homes, more modest families, inner city households, schools, they do understand our language, so they can pick up on the things that I necessarily can't put into words, if that makes sense. So like my first therapist, they didn't come from where I come from. And so of course, when I'm saying certain things, it didn't register to them what the fudge I'm talking about. But when I finally found the one that I liked, I told her, like, my mom battled addiction. She didn't raise me. My dad was a single father, but he worked a lot. He also has his own demons that he has to work through. He's a very quiet man. No, I did not grow up with hugs. I only had hugs from my grandparents, so I equated it to hugging my grandparents. Like, I didn't realize that you hug your cousins, you hug your dad, things like that. We said I love you a lot, but we did not show it, right? So I needed someone that was going to understand all those things. Like, yeah, my dad, when I turned 16, my dad got me a car. Yes. But when my mom was around, before her addiction took over, we lived in a homeless shelter. We lived in our car. But yes, I would go to my grandparents' house and I would get anything I wanted because they were financially stable. But my mom, when she was around, she would not let us go there, y'all. She would not let us stay there. So we would have to sleep in the car with her. Like, it was, it's very traumatizing because I had both ends of the spectrum. I was not rich. I'm still not rich. I did not grow up rich. But I was financially stable with certain people, like my grandparents and my dad. They made sure we had a roof over our heads. Christmas and holidays was the best. But I was still dealing with trauma from being little, and seeing things that I should have never saw with my siblings and being told to keep quiet. So I needed to find a therapist that was gonna understand that and be around it. And my therapist also, actually, her mom was on drugs. So it worked out for me. So just keep looking and you'll find someone. You definitely will. You definitely will. But I don't suggest, if you're going through trying to heal and you're going through finding yourself, I don't suggest going on the internet. It's too many demons. It's too many bad advice. It's too many broken people, because we are all broken in a sense. It's just too much of that. So when you are already trying to find yourself, do not get on the internet. It's too many voices. It's way too many voices. Like, so many people was in Peach comments like, Peach, you were so strong. You were so strong. And it's like, she's strong because she called her mom out. But she would be stronger if she finally figured out what she needs to do to get the fuck away from it. Get away from it. Like, exposing your mom only does so much. My first therapist had similar experiences that I had, but she couldn't really help me because she couldn't help herself. About a year into me seeing her, she took oh my God, AK. Wow. Now and that's why, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's so scary. That is so scary. They say the strongest people are the people that appear to have it all. Sometimes can be broken. Yeah, that would have definitely traumatized me. Mm, mm, mm. I'm speechless. I hope that didn't deter you from going to therapy, AK, because I feel like she shouldn't have been able to practice if she was having those type of thoughts. Just because anyone that could have been, in that vulnerable state of mind would have been like, if she gave up, let me give up. Yes, coolest Jazz. That is so true. Who gets a therapist therapy? That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. So many times we would just talk about her and what she has gone through. So you was basically giving her therapy sessions. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is really crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Therapists hold a lot and need to talk to people too. I definitely think so. I couldn't be a therapist. Shit. I'd be like, oh God, I just had this patient. I just cried all day. I would be just so upset. But that's what makes me think about one of my favorite Bible verses. It's Isaiah 55, 8 through 9. And it says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declare the Lord. As the heavens are higher than earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." And that's basically just to say, like, sometimes you can have dreams for yourself, but just know God got more for you. The universe, the creator, he has more for you. They have more in store than you can ever think possible. Don't give up. Don't get caught up in your mind, because remember, he has the final say, and baby, it's up. It's up. Now I finally, after going about 5 or 6 years, I found one that fits me. That's perfect. Okay, I'm happy for you. Yes, Jazz. I be crying like I had to figure out my TikTok algorithm, y'all. Now all I see is funny videos on TikTok, because it was a while I was going through it, and then that Medusa one really took me over the edge. That was like the week before last. I couldn't. I couldn't. Couldn't. So switching gears, y'all, because I feel like that I did not mean to go for 50 minutes, but I hope those words or the words in the chat find whoever needs it. Again, the Bible passage was Isaiah 55, 8 through 9. Just remember, what God has for you is bigger than what you have in store for you. And that goes to Peach too. You made $1 million this year. I hope you find peace, and then next year you can triple it. My best friend is a therapist, and she goes to a therapist, not due to her patients, due to her issues. Yeah. But we all do. And that's why I hate trauma. I hate trauma bonding, and I hate comparing trauma, because it'd be like, well, like for me, oh yeah, yeah, your mom. Like, I've had people, and this is why another reason why I hate talking to people. Like my friends, they always tell me, I hate venting about my mom to you, because I know for you, you don't have a mom. And that always hurts my feelings, y'all, because it's like, I can't invalidate your feelings about your mom because I don't have one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you that you should stick around your mom just off the strength of me not having one. Like, don't ever think like that. While I do want one, and I wish I had a mother relationship, hindsight 22, I now have two mother-in-laws. They do so much for me. Like, for my birthday, my mother-in-law cooked all my food, had the party at her house, all that. And I like gave her such a big hug, and I was like so emotional, because I'm like, wow. And then my other mother-in-law, she, for Mother's Day, or no, for my birthday, she bought me a Pandora charm. because I graduate in December, y'all. My birthday's in April. She got me this charm in April, and I don't graduate until this December. But she got me a graduation charm, and she asked me every day, like, "Did you put it on your bracelet yet?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna put it on there until I graduate." Like, duh. But it just means so much to me because my accomplishments are their accomplishments. So it's like, okay, I do have moms. I found moms in like so many of my friends' moms and everything. So I don't like the invalidating of people's feelings because someone may be going through something quote unquote bigger than you or like trauma bonding. I also don't think everyone needs to know your therapy journey. Mine is very personal. When I share, I go, it's always a why. Definitely, Trey. Definitely, a lot of people did not know that I was in therapy. Because it was something that was like, oh, okay, I want to do this for me. I didn't want to have to explain it to people. I did not want to have to like feel bad for my decision or anything like that. So I just kept trying. And slowly but surely I have changed. Like I have changed so much, and I never want to make my rain flood my children. Like I never want my past traumas or things that I don't even know the reason why I act that way to hinder my children. Like like I told you, I struggled with the whole money and having to have things, because when you deal with a parent that will take your money or purposely not pay the bills because of their addiction and make you live in shelters and stuff, you fear that. And so I equated that to like financial instability, even though my father always worked. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. Like she was a stay-at-home mom. That's the crazy part. And she would take us and make us stay with her in these shelters, and people will buy us clothes, and we didn't need it. We did not need it. Like truly, we did not. I remember my grandparents like, just stay here, let us keep the kids. And she would say no. She would say no. So that really messed with me. So I became like a workaholic. But then I'm like, hell no, I want to spend time with my kids. Like I want to see them grow up. I never want to miss a game. I never want to miss an event. I want to be in the front row because my dad worked so much. He never came to none of my stuff ever. He never, because he couldn't. He couldn't, like National Honor Society pinnings, all that. He never was able to make it to anything, award ceremonies. He never could because he had to work. And it's like, if he didn't work, who was going to support his children? He was a single father. And at the time, he had 3 girls, 3 daughters, and we're all stair step. We're back to back. My oldest sister is 4 years older than me. Then it's me. And then my little sister, we're not even 2 years apart. We're a little bit under 2 years. And then, now that I'm older, I have a 6-year-old little brother. Don't ask why, but he was not going to stop till he got that son. And now I get so excited because he's able to do so much with my little brother that he couldn't do with us. So, but I mean, he did, like I said, I would never dog my father because he did the best that he could. We always went on trips. He took us on more experiences growing up. So I went on so many trips, done so many things, but when it came to like little stuff, he couldn't do. Parent teacher conferences, never went to one, like ever. He didn't have to go to one because we didn't have bad grades, we weren't bad children, but still it's like you can't be my teacher. So that's why I talk about like, just sometimes you just gotta pray. And when I lost my grandfather, I thought like, like, now who am I gonna have? Because my grandpa was always there, like always, 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 always. When my mom finally, the addiction took over and she, could no longer support us anymore, my dad did not know what to do. He could not take in 3 children. And he called his parents. And, my grandma and grandpa took us in and kept us for a little while my dad got himself together and he got, a bigger place for us to live in. And he was able to know he could do it on his own. Because, like I said, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. So she cooked dinner for us. She combed our hair. Like, even though she battled a drug addiction, she did all this, fed us everything. And so when even though my mom was doing that, she still took care of us. So my dad knew to go to work. He didn't have to comb our hair or take us to school, none of that. So it was a shocker, but thanks to his parents, he was able to get himself together while they raised us. So when I lost my grandpa, it was hard on all of us, even my dad. And I feel like I hope he goes to therapy and I hope that he finds peace, because when he lost his dad, he has not been the same. And I was just thinking about this the other day. I actually said it on my Twitter. It's so hard for me to talk to my grandma because my grandma has been with my grandpa for 60 years, y'all. They have children together. They have experienced so much life together, right? So now every time I talk to her, I think about my grandpa, but I also hear the sadness in her voice. And I'm like, dang, like, you know, it would be crazy to say, like, dang, I just want my husband back because she's had him for 60 years. So I just pray for her strength and I pray for her peace because God, like, I'm married and I hope I can have 60 years, right? I hope I can be old, but I hope whenever that time is, if I go after my husband, I pray that I can be as strong as her. I pray because she hasn't broke down in front of us or nothing. And it's like, dang, but I can just hear it in her voice. Yeah, when you realize that your parents are people too and they aren't perfect, I had to move accordingly. I love my parents, but my therapy has helped me unlearn things. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's when I really learned how that something may be wrong with my dad because I had to think about things and I'm like, yeah, he didn't hug us, or yeah, he was so weird because not weird, but it would be weird because he would cry. He would watch Daddy's Little Girls. That made him cry. Akilah and the Bee would make him cry. And I never understood why. I'm like, why would that make like him cry? Like it's just a movie. But then I was like, something like he feels empowered because he, at the time that Daddy's Little Girls came out, he had 3 little girls. He was a single father. And God only knows what he had to see or do to get us. Like, God only knows. To make sure we wasn't in the system, to make sure that we all did good. Like, when I got married, he paid for my wedding venue. And, when I got engaged, y'all, he was bawling. He was bawling when I got married. He was crying in the front row, like my dad. But he never was like that growing up for real, for real. Like he didn't hug us or anything, but certain things would just make him cry, and I feel like a grown man crying, that's a sense of like strength that, you definitely have to have because a lot of men are scared to cry. But I always wonder, like, dang, if I could explore his mind, like, what did you see? What did you do? And, he always tells us, like, I love y'all more than y'all ever know. But I could not imagine telling him, like, why didn't you hug us growing up? So it's being a parent is hard. It's being hard. It's being hard. Vicky said, that's how my grandma sounds so sad. Yes. Yes. Like, I don't know. I couldn't imagine because it's like, dang, she did have him for 60 years. And like when I was over there, I went to my grandma's house last weekend. I was talking about something and she had to bring it up, but she could barely say, oh, when your grandpa, and she kind of stopped and she's like, oh, when he passed. And I was just like, oh my God. So, dang, I did not realize I was going to talk for a whole hour about this. In the words of my dad, kids don't come with instructions at all. Hell, being human don't come with instructions, like, at all. Like, it's hard. It's definitely hard. But I feel like we had a sense of, we didn't have to deal with so much before social media. I feel like being human now is so much harder because we have become robots. We have become like zombies in a sense. We only get happy if we see luxury living lifestyles. We get sad if we hear about SA and DV. It's like we are become robots and zombies to certain things. Laura said, yes, I feel that because my mom wasn't perfect, but she did the best she could, and I could not knock her for the mess ups I may feel she did. Exactly, Laura, exactly. I never knew my grandparents on either side. I long for them. I didn't even know them, though. Wow, India. I'm so sorry. Do you have any children? Are your parents around? Are you close to your parents? Because then you can live through them. Because, like, I lived through my kids. Like, I was always close to my grandparents, so I want them to be nothing more than close to their grandparents. Broken parent said, parent doesn't come with instructions either. These are important conversations we need to have. This definitely helped me help someone in here think about getting help. I definitely agree, Vicky. Like, that's why you got to speak from your heart and just go with the flow. Because like I said, I originally didn't want to talk about Peach because I did not want to pick her apart or make her feel bad for sharing her story. I do not agree with everything that she does, but I do see the bigger picture. I'm so happy I grew up without social media. Like the pressure of keeping up would probably have me depressed. Absolutely, Trey. I had just seen a teacher on TikTok say that her children are coming into school smelling like Baccarat, Dior, Burberry. And baby, I could not imagine. I could not imagine not feeling worthy enough. Like growing up, my dad didn't play that. So definitely had natural hair, could not be out here dressed any type of way. But we know kids are cruel. Like I was never dirty. I never went without, of course. Like we had nice shoes and nice clothes, but baby, they wasn't whew, mm-mm. They wasn't what they are now, baby. I couldn't imagine. The thing is, my mom is a great mom. It's just the bad days are horrible days, but the good days are beautiful. I hope that y'all can figure it out and get more better days, and the bad days get less and less. Yes, I have the best mom and dad, husband and kids, so I'm blessed. Yes, India. So they get to know how important it is to have grandparents. Absolutely. Please take social media breaks. Sometimes it's just too much. It absolutely is. Y'all see, I was off the internet for a while because I wanted to be excited about my life. I just bought a house. I'm about to graduate in December. So I'm like, oh no, I need to relish in the moments. Like being on this internet is just too much sometimes. Now I do watch, I keep up with stuff, but baby, when I can unplug, I won't be missed because I know for a fact like I'm people's not looking out here for me for a drama. I love my relationship. I love the relationship with mom and kids. That's beautiful. I couldn't imagine having social media and being in social media. Me and my sister were talking about. We had AOL. Yes, baby. I remember the dial up. Like, it's just those was really the good times. And I bet you our parents and grandparents said that there are times with the good times. Like my grandma said that they had party lines back then. So the whole street or the block or whatever, they all had the same line. So they would pick up and like, oh, this is for such and such. And, like she thought that that was the good times. Or my grandpa said he was just so proud to have a fence for his family because back then children were being hit by cars because they was running out in the street and playing. So he was able to afford to get his children a fence. Like a fence? But then now look, we done bought a house and my husband is so proud of his fence. Like, so it's just I feel like our children or the generations to come just will not understand life without social media. But comparison is the thief of joy, y'all. Like period point blank. You may see someone and think that they have it all and they don't, or you may be mad at God, mad at yourself for not being able to um have things that other people have, and it's like your time is gonna come. Like I said, Isaiah 55, 8-9, your time is gonna come. I try not to compare myself to others because I know what is in store for me will be mine, and baby, it's gonna be great when it comes, and I'm gonna appreciate it. It's hard to appreciate things when you out here comparing it to other stuff, to other people, other relationships. I'm going to have to watch this live. Watch my therapist cry when I was telling some of my story. Before then, I always admired how stoic she was, but I am also so comforted that she is human. Yes. And that's one thing that I like about my therapist. She is definitely human and she speaks my language. Yes, offense is a big deal, girl. I didn't know, baby. I didn't know, but now everything is a big deal in my house. Everything. Like you can't sit on my couch. You can't like, no, baby, don't sit on my pillows. Like, yeah, I think I have like 8 pillows on my couch, and my husband hates it because he's like, "Why are they here? You want us to move them when we sit down? They gotta take off their shoes before they walk on my rug." Baby, everything in my house so proud of, so in love with because, baby, we worked hard. We fought this market. We worked hard, and now our children have something like generational wealth. I'm so late, Laugh Lab, but Audrey, you really summed it up. I find no comfort or fulfillment in talking to friends and family about my problems. I couldn't put it in words until you said that. Yeah, I don't. And so many people, like, I've had friends even be like, I tell you all my problems and you never tell me your problems. Like, girl, what you want me to say? What am I supposed to say? I don't love you any less because I don't tell you my problems. I need to talk to someone that can really help me because I know you can't. Like some of this stuff, I don't even want to dump on you because you just don't even know. Like I don't even know. I don't even know till I get to talking. Trey, you did get excited about your Ninja blender. How are you liking it, by the way? Laura, you ain't sitting on my couch. I'm like, so my husband's man cave in our family room downstairs is coming together, and he was upstairs watching TV today, and I just kept thinking, go take your ass downstairs. But I just had to relax because it's his house too. But baby, no. I'm such a stickler now. Like my sister was here, my big sister, and she was like, Audrey, like you need to relax. I'm like, hell nah. This is a couple $100,000, like some shit I can't just get back, baby. Like anything breaking here, I gotta pay for it myself. I have to pay for it. No, I sweep my porch every day, y'all. I get the spider webs out. I clean my screen windows. Yeah, I just be so anal. I can't even work in the morning unless my house is clean. Girl, me and my sister would race home and fight to get in the computer until they broke. Laura, I think that was everybody. Like I just miss those times. I really do. Like me and my little sister, we definitely grew up. Well, me and my sisters, we definitely grew up together and fighting over Facebook, fighting over the computer, fighting over Lime Crime or Lime Wire, whatever it was called, downloading the songs. It was the best. Good at everything. I work from home. I am not a stay-at-home mom. Up until August, so my 4-year-old just started preschool. I was working from home and staying with her. So I did everything from home. So now I get a break during the day and I love it, but I'm working. But I don't have like I don't have like a demanding job. Like I don't work on no phones or nothing. So I don't have to like hello or do anything like that. But I gotta move my mouth, y'all. Pure, I definitely agree. Everyone is not spiritually mature to handle other stories. I miss downloading songs. I miss like so much about life. I really do. Life before this internet stuff. Whoo, baby. It was waiting until 7 o'clock to talk on the phone. I was just talking to my dad like the other day, and he was like, he calls me Pooh. So he like, Pooh, you remember when I got you and your sister those phones and y'all was texting, and my bill was sky high and I had to get unlimited text for y'all. I'm like, yeah. But he said all that to say, like, can I get him a new phone? I'm like, dude, sure, I'll get you a phone. Like, whatever you want, you can have. Period. Like, it do not matter. You gonna get whatever you want. Like, for his birthday, I'm gonna get him a vending machine. Cause when I was younger, he used to go to like these vending machine conventions, and he would always want one. He would always want one. He never did it. But now, fast forward, y'all, years later, like say what, 17 years later, vending machines are definitely a thing. Like it's a great passive income. So I've been saving up my money and I'm going to buy my dad a vending machine. Man, LimeWire had us in a chokehold. Definitely had us and Geek Squad in one. Because, baby, every time we got a virus, had to go down there. Yes, girl, I thought I was big stuff when I got the unlimited phone plan from Sprint for $100. Trey, but why was our phones $100 back then? Like now we can get unlimited for like 60. It's just crazy. Like, but back then our phone bills was $100, but we would own the phone outright, and the phone was like $200. Are y'all getting the new iPhones? Because listen, Apple is playing a whole game. They want us to get a new iPhone so bad. Like my phone is not working, and I'm not getting a new one. I'm not dropping 2 bands. I'm not extending my what you call that, my contract. I'm not doing none of that. I'm keeping this phone till the screen goes off. And Apple, if you listen, if my screen go off today, we got a huge freaking problem. But baby, them new phones just ain't it for me. I don't need it. I didn't even watch the new release. No, not ATM, Laura. If I said ATM, I'm sorry. I meant vending machines. I want to save up and get oh, you talking to Coolest Jazz. I want to save up and get an ATM machine. How do you do that? I didn't even know you can buy one. Hell, tell me how to get one of those. I'm only getting a new phone because I'm fed up with T-Mobile. Who you going to? I don't like T-Mobile either. I had Sprint, and now we forced to be with T-Mobile, and I don't have no service. I don't care what no one says. I literally sat in the line for Sonic one day to get a pretzel with my kids, and I did not have no service. Didn't have none. Trey, you could have kept your old one. You could have kept your old one, cause I have the iPhone 12 Pro. Yeah, I got a 12, or maybe it's 11 Pro. I don't know what I got, but I got something. And I ain't getting a new one. I got like 256 gigs of memory. I'm not. No. But then my husband, he has the one after that. So I think the 13. He's like, I need a new phone. I'm like, dude, we not gonna be on the same phone plan because I'm not. No. I still have the iPhone 7 Plus, and I bet you it works good at everything because I have an iPhone 7 for my work phone, and it still works. It don't give me no problems. I lost it and replaced it with the same model. I ain't mad at you. Actually, a lot of phone carriers are running big promos to get people to upgrade. AT&T is giving 800 credit towards new phone. Pure, you just sound rich. Can't nobody afford AT&T. They high. High. They high. The only people I know that had AT&T was my grandma. My grandmother is so bougie. I've told y'all that multiple times. She is a bougie, Kojic woman. Love her to death. Classy woman. Baby, she is the only person I know that has AT&T. Oh, nope. My mother-in-law has it too. She bougie too. I can't afford AT&T. Like, I truly don't know who I'm going to go with now that I'm with T-Mobile. For my pockets, it's either what is it? Boost or T-Mobile. I'm not going with Verizon, and I'm definitely not going with AT&T. No, I'm grandfathered in, been with them for 23 years when they were singular. See, my grandma, she's been with them for so long. They used to be Bluebell. Bluebell? Ain't that what it was called? Something like that. But she grandfathered in too. I think I'll just move from 13 to 13 Pro. Jazz, don't do either one. Just stick with your phone. Or try to find it brand new, pay for it outright. Yeah, I didn't even get a cell phone until I got to college. Child, my parents was like, what you need a cell phone for? Trey, so what were you doing? Like, when you would go out, India, you got money. So, Trey, when you would go out, what would you like? How would you check it in with your parents? Because, baby, my daddy would blow the ringer off of my phone, baby. I had to drive to work because, like I said, I had a car. So, I had to drive to work and call him, say I made it there. If I didn't call him by, like, say I had to go to work at 4:30. 4:35 didn't hit, baby, it's 50 missed calls. Spectrum has a 50 unlimited plan. Girl, I ain't messing with Spectrum. $50 for 24 months, and then, you know, when you get comfortable and you see your bill, year 3, it'd be 150. It's just a ripoff. Life is too much. It's just too expensive. They think they slick. Life, I don't even want to get started on my electricity bill, y'all. 3-story house. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm so happy Earth is cooling down because it's a wrap. It's I'm in my office. I'm gonna turn on this camera. I don't have not one light on. I swear to God. I'm in here in the dark. I am in here in the dark. I swear that's how high our light bill is. Like, I am in the dark. Every time, baby, the kids know keep every light off. You better use your flashlight. Girl, I would tell them where I was, and occasionally I would use my friend's phone. But girl, that was my argument on trying to get one. My friend didn't have any minutes left. Trey, but you know what? I think my kids ain't gonna get a phone either. Trey is my age, Pure. She didn't have a beeper either. She didn't have a beeper. AT&T would give you a grade every 2 years. That's the discounts are great. They better, as high as them phone bills be. I got an Android and love it. My sister be laughing at me, but I'm like, I can do other ish with that money. That's so true. I don't have a problem with Android. I had an Android. I used to have the Samsung Galaxy. And then I switched over to iPhone like in 2013 and never looked back. Oh no, 2014. Whenever my first iPhone was the 6 Plus. When the 6 Plus came out, that was my first iPhone. So I think that was like 2015. I have one too. I don't have no problems with my phone. I'm not getting a new phone. I'm not. This is how bad social media is. Okay, so on TikTok, yeah, I already have a iPad. I have an iPad. I have the Apple Pencil. I have the Quick Notes or Good Notes. I got the paper like skin screen cover on my screen, right, y'all? But TikTok keeps uploading videos of people having the newest iPad. And here I go, about to give my kids my iPad to get the new iPad. And I was literally in the shower. I get my best thinking done in the shower. And I just had to laugh at myself, like, I know you fucking lying. I know you did not think that you was about to buy you a new iPad because of TikTok. When you have all those gadgets, like, yeah, they're older. Like my iPad is like I don't even know, a 5, 6 series. I don't even know, but it's still not old. But baby, nope, nope. I'm not buying a new car. I'm not buying a new car. Like I am gonna buy a new car. Let me be very clear. I am gonna buy a new car, but I'm not no time soon because there's nothing wrong with my Chevy. I don't care if it's not the newest car. No, it don't have a screen in it. No, it don't have GPS. I'm not getting a new car. I enjoy not having a car payment. Girl can't even drive anyway. Baby, I'm dangerous on the road. Can't see at nighttime. Barely know how to park. I'm not giving in to that. I'm not. If I knew what I knew now, I would have never had a wedding. I would have spent all that money or had our family spend all the money that they spent on our wedding. I would have gotten a house back then before the market went all the way crazy, because now I know so much more about financial responsibility. And before I go, make sure y'all get y'all policy. Y'all life insurance people should be hitting y'all up if y'all have good life insurance people. But make sure y'all get y'all policies updated, because with inflation, everything has inflated. So like my life insurance guy, he called me. We had to make sure we changed our children's policy because it was for a certain dollar amount, but now funerals cost more. So we had to get that changed. Me and my husband, we had to get ours upgraded, and I had to update my retirement savings. So make sure y'all updating y'all life insurance policies um, to go with this current market. So that's just a reminder for y'all. If y'all don't have life insurance, please get life insurance. It's necessary, baby. It's necessary. Child, I have a 2021 and be jacking it up because I can't see and I'm a terrible driver. I'm never buying a new car again. Jazz, oh God, I just hit the curb the other day. Just hit the curb. And I think I was on FaceTime with my husband. And he was like, what was that? I'm like, oh man, this road bumpy. No, it was the curb. Trey, I do too. And I need to hit up my life insurance guy again, because people talking about something you can live off your life insurance. And I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna ask him, like, so why you ain't told me how to live off of this? Why you have not told me? Why you on the phone with me talking about something? So are you and your husband gonna have any more children? I'm like, dude, not right now, not right now. Maybe I want to have a son so bad. I want to son me, please. My son. If I have a son, I swear to God, I'm gonna start backlogging because Cameron gonna be in his face. I'll just win. But yeah, figure out. I'm gonna figure it out, Trey. I'm gonna actually call him when I get off live. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna ask him because he's cool. Okay, pure. Okay. I'm gonna hit my guy up. I really am. I seen Waka Flocka talking about that. He got a $3 million policy. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I want to know. Just I don't know. I mean, if we are supposed to live off of it, why not? And then I saw on TikTok somebody was like, it's illegal for the people that you get your car for to require a down payment. Did y'all hear about that? Have y'all heard about that? And I'm like, so people was sitting in like this paper or whatever, and they was getting their deposits back on cars. Me and my cheap ass. I'm thinking like, man, I don't even. My dad put my deposit down on my car, so I don't even know. But shoot, I didn't know how to do this. But when I do get a car, when I learn how to drive, I just need to know, like, and this is the thing. If you want to keep someone dumb or ignorant, put it in a book. Put it in a book because we just do not read. We have been conditioned to not read. And the more and more our generations grow, the less they're going to read because everybody is on their phones. So that's why I tell people all the time, y'all know, I need to get back into the habit. I used to post good books to read, but I'm going to get all those details. My dad was like, no, no, we don't do deposits. Okay, so what you do? So when you get the car, you just be like, I want this car. Yeah, so pure I did. When I had mine, I got financed through my bank. We need to get driving now. But I'm gonna learn how to drive. I am because when I have my son, I gotta drive safe. When I have my son. No, my aunt's life insurance company just dropped her because she just turned 75. What? India? What? Why would they drop her? I have two children. They have individual policies start at 100,000 each. That is good. That's really good. I need to know, how do I get my car? Yes, we get finance beforehand and let them know what payment we want to be at. That's it. Okay. Okay. So, okay. But no, I want to know how these people are getting their refunds on their deposits. I'm telling y'all, that's what they was doing on TikTok. They be knowing, but I be so scared to take advice from TikTokers or anybody because, baby, ain't nobody about to be knocking on my door saying I owe them something for sending them a letter. I got zero interest on your car, India. You must have good credit. Okay. You can do it like a loud. I'm self-taught driver that taught myself during currents. Okay, so Jazz, I can drive. Like I can drive, right? I can drive straight. That's my favorite thing to do. Don't like roundabouts. I can, I can get where I need to go, but I don't speed at all. My husband hates it because he be like, girl, like, get it together. I don't really like to speed. I don't park by nobody. So like, if it's, say it's a car on the left and this car on the right, baby, I'm not parking in the middle. Like, I'm gonna go to the end of the parking lot. Don't know how to back in. Like, I cannot back into my driveway or my garage. Don't even try me. Like, I'm gonna wreck my car. I don't do highways. I stay in the bus lane. I can drive on the highway, but baby, I'm in the slow lane and I'm doing a speed limit. And no, I do not like roundabouts. I just am not a fan of driving. Like, I just know that I was supposed to have a chauffeur. I just know. And my husband is that. Like, we have a routine. We get in the car and I turn on GPS if we don't know where we're going. That's what I do as the supportive passenger rider. I don't turn on the music because I don't really care to listen to music in the car because I need to listen for the police. So I don't turn on the music. I turn on GPS and make sure the kids is buckled up. Well, no, I take that back. He actually buckles up the kids. I sit there and I make sure the GPS is on if he needs it. I'm definitely a passenger princess, y'all. The only thing I can do is tell my husband how to get around the inner city because, baby, that's where I know how to drive. That's where I thrive in the city, baby. Don't play with me. Don't play with her. Go straight to my old stomping grounds. I know how to get to everywhere in the city. Everywhere. That's where I'm most confident. I cannot drive nowhere else. I didn't even know. And I'm going to end it here. I was just talking to my friend. It wasn't until I moved to the suburbs that I found out police gave traffic violations. Like, what do you mean you got pulled over for speeding? What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, we in the city, we never got in trouble for that. The police would drive next to us and be like, slow down. Like, our police officers is not on the side of the road clocking people. Like, they're just not. Now, they would do it on like certain highways, of course, in the school zone. But if you are in like just, you just on the street, They're not clocking you. They're not on the side of the road clocking you, baby. They're just not. They're looking for drug dealers. They're looking for murderers. They're not looking for you speeding. And so when people was like, damn, they clocking out here, I'm like, what's that? Like, what is clocking? Because we only knew on this one particular highway, it's called 71 Highway. In the city, that is the highway that gets you where you need to go to like the other parts of the town. So I only knew that was on 71 Highway. No, baby, it's not on the side of the road. No, you're not getting pulled over for speeding. I cannot believe that people do that. What a waste. Like if I was a police officer and they told me to sit on the side of the road, and I'm be mad. I'm be mad. Like I do understand, like, yes, you need to be watching out for people who speeding through residential areas. I mean, we wouldn't do that anyway, or I wouldn't. And of course school zones, but if it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I am not about to be on the side of nobody's highway checking for speeding. Like, no. Like, what's clocking? And I get the purpose of it. I do. I'm just telling y'all, like, they don't do that in the city. They don't. Or where I grew up. Like, anybody that's from Kansas City, Missouri, they'll tell you, like, what? No, they don't clock out there. No. No. Mm-mm. Yes, I live in the city, and baby, at night I roll all lights sometimes till it's like, baby, the rolling light, girl, don't play with me, baby, because that foot barely be on the brake. Like, even, and I look to the left and right, and I'm gone, baby. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. And oh, hold on, what Pierre say? I have to abide by the rules of the law in the suburbs, baby. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. They be on like, that's how you know we getting old. They out. Like that's what people be saying on Facebook. They out on such a street. I'm like, damn. I'm so scared of police. It don't make no sense. I'm like, let me go to speed limit. India, the family Chantel is coming on tonight. Okay, I promise this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about. Did anybody watch Did anybody watch Love and Marriage Huntsville? I'm gonna say one word: snooze. Like it was so boring. I couldn't even get through the episode. I was so excited, and it just did not do it for me. The Family Chantel, I watch it on DVR. Let me see what time it come on, baby. I mean, I watch it on Prime Video. Do it come on at 7? Trey, it was so boring. Like I could barely get through it. I turned it off once they was at the counselor or with the therapist. I forgot his name. I was just like, okay, I do not care about these 3 other couples. Baby, let's get to the good shit. But they didn't. Denise said, I be holding on to the car when I'm going on curvy highways. I be scared. Me too, Denise. That's why I don't like roundabouts. I be so scared. I be so scared. Denise said, I be praying for a red light because sometimes I just be needing a break. Baby, Denise, please get you a chauffeur. It's time. It's time. Vicky, did you see my post on Instagram, Seeking Sister Wives? That lady is I forgot her name. I don't know none of them characters' names. I know Garrett, or what is his name? Garrett? I don't know, but his first wife, she's just so dramatic. And that Belinda lady or whatever, Bonita lady, she knows she ain't right. I don't know why he would divorce his real life wife to marry her. And she will not come to America. And that lady, I just couldn't take it. My husband, he had heard me because I had it playing in the living room while I was cleaning the kitchen. And he walked by, he's like, what the hell is wrong with this lady? And I paused it. I said, babe, long story short, she's crying and it's just too much. India, I think it is the season finale tonight. I think the Family Chantel season finale is tonight. I'm not even sure. Or are you talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville? It was a season premiere on Saturday. And it was boring. It was so boring. Yes, Roberta. I said Bonito. Girl, where did that name come from? Roberta's just doing it for the money. Just doing it for the money. She trying to act like she was so mad about him trying to find a third wife. It's just too much. But yeah, I've been on here for almost an hour and 30 minutes. I'm supposed to be watching Pinocchio with my kids. I'm just following Peach, but this is very confusing. She just announced her and Wood have decided to live separately but stay married. I'm so lost. Bryn, oh my god, I love your name. Is it Bryn? Bryn? I love your name. Can you tell me how to pronounce it in the chat before I go? That's a beautiful name. And you are pretty. Love the cut. But I don't know. I didn't see this post. I haven't seen no new posts about Peach. I am so I don't know. I pray that she gets some help because this is just not normal. I love Married at First Sight. Yes, India, I do too. This new season just is not doing it for me. And I'm gonna be very clear. Alexis, Morgan, Stassi, and that one man. The one man that's the environmentalist. He can go to hell. The environmentalist is getting on my nerves. But oh, okay, Dream with Breen. Oh, Sabrina, I like that. Your name is beautiful. But yeah, Stasia is getting on my nerves with that. 1 through 10, what would you rate it? Like this man did not have a mother. He did not know love. Girl, why are you trying to force him to give you a number of how much he loves you? Then Alexis, nope, it's a wrap. And then she just does too much for me. She cannot wait to get in front of the group and start to disrespect her husband. And then last but not least, that Morgan girl, if that Asian guy, I forgot his name, does not tell her to shove it, like in the middle of her little speech, he need to be like, shut the F up. Like, shut the F up. Shut the F up. Yes, he did tell her that he loved her last week, but I don't feel like he really loves her. Not to mean like she's not a good person to love, but baby, she literally Stassi was going to force that man to say it. Like, she was going to force it. And she needs to relax. She needs to relax because y'all can't have joint bank accounts. He got to sign a post up. But here you go getting matching tattoos. I mean, girl, the insanity. Where are the experts? This whole season, they ain't did shit. I can't. I cannot. This season is just not doing it for me for Married at First Sight. I don't like Morgan at all, India. Morgan, I want to fight her. When she was so mad. Did you hear about PNB Rock? No, but let me go ahead and Google PNB Rock. Let's see what comes up. Hold on. I know he sings those, like he rap sings. But what he do? What happened? Hold on. What happened? He was shot. Oh my god, PNB Rock has life-threatening injuries. He has been shot. Oh my god, prayers going out to him. They don't know if he survived. He's fighting for his life. Oh my gosh. And they did it inside of the restaurant? These people, it is getting crazy out here. After his girlfriend posted they were having lunch there. Wow. PNB Rock. That is so sad. And didn't he just have another baby? This is too much. That is so sad. Yeah, she tagged the location. And they shot him. Not that they post a picture. Wow, okay, I did not expect to see that. That is so sad. Yeah, I wouldn't even get into what Michaela is like. Yes. Denise, I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna do a deep dive because we got off track today and it's been an hour and 33 minutes. Tomorrow I'm gonna stick to my schedule. I swear I'm gonna stick to my schedule, but I'm gonna talk about all the shit we did miss. Cause baby, while we talking about Peach, we need to also address that Nicki Minaj. Y'all, she tried to take people to court. She asked her fans to give her all this evidence, y'all. She trying to take Jason Lee from Neighborhood Talk to court for defamation or whatever, y'all. It's a mess. The internet be way too much. It's a really, please, who is PNB Rock? He's a rapper. I'm gonna post it on my community tab. Hold on, let me post it. You probably are not gonna recognize his face because he doesn't look like, he's not someone that's always, he's a good producer too, but he's not someone that like, he's not like a sex symbol, but you know, he's a rapper and he has a lot of songs. Like if you hear them, if you type in PNB Rock, you'll be like, oh my god, I knew that. I knew that song, but he's not identifiable in my opinion, besides the fact that he's really tall. But yeah, Nicki Minaj is out here tripping, baby. Somebody take her damn Queen Radio because she will not stop, baby. It's up and it's stuck. Yes, he did used to date Aaliyah J. India. Now you're trying to put me on the spot to know a hit. Hold on, let me go to my Apple Music. Hold the hell up, because I only want to choose myself. I'm perfect. I don't know. Hold the hell up, PNB. Selfish. I only want you to myself. Hold on. Let me hold on. That's PNB Rock. Yeah, so we need to talk about Nicki. We need to talk about Ray J. Ray J, baby. Ray J did what needed to be done on them damn Kardashians. I don't know why he is just now speaking up, because you're not going to play on my top for all these years and keep talking about this. I posted it on my I cannot believe my allergies are still acting up. I posted on my community tab. But yeah, Selfish. That's the one I want you on my top, I swear. But he's like a singer rapper. Yeah, India. Yeah, it's hard to know him. Like, you've probably heard his songs. But yeah, Ray J said he was HIGH and he is not playing with y'all. So yes, tomorrow we need to talk about Ray J. We need to talk about Nicki Minaj, and we're gonna catch up on the show. So thank you guys so much for rocking with me. This was a really good live. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you guys like this content, please don't forget to subscribe and comment below your thoughts. I will see y'all later.